Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday, September 10th, and it is Grace's birthday today. Happy birthday, Grace! And I'll give her a call shortly with that kid. Um, I'm still sitting here in Bristow at I guess what their kids' rec room is, where they let me spend the night last night, and heading out. It's still dark out at 6 a.m., so I'm gonna wait for daybreak. And I'm going to be heading on out to Stroud. Let me kind of give you guys my next few days is the best I can do right now, because then I'm going to be changing some plans up, I think. Anyway, it's Monday. I'm heading to a town called Stroud, Oklahoma. And from here on Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be passing through a town called Chandler, which I believe has some Route 66 landmarks in it, and trying to hit the border of Arcadia, if I can find out who it is that offered me a place. So again, the Arcadia folks, if you're out there, right now I have nothing lined up in Stroud or Arcadia in terms of anybody that's reached out, said hello, stop by, meet us for lunch, church, whatever. So just going flying by the seat of our pants today. Um, in Chandler, I know I have to stop at Walmart. I've got to pick something up. I stopped in Walmart here yesterday, and the one thing I needed they were out of, ironic, which is Primatine tablets, so I can breathe a little bit. This weather and humidity has been trying to act up with my asthma. From there, Wednesday will be Oklahoma City. I'm thinking Thursday may also be Oklahoma City, and I'm not quite sure what's going to happen Friday and Saturday. And the reason I say that at this point in time is that I got contacted by the two gentlemen, well, by the one gentleman and all his partners. I haven't met him yet, maybe him or her, that are the documentary filmmakers that are flying into Oklahoma City on Sunday morning and want to get together with me on Sunday to do a short documentary, as well as I want to talk to them about possibly something else I'd like to announce. So for now, all I can tell you is Stroud today, Tuesday passing through Chandler, hoping to get to Arcadia. Wednesday, Oklahoma City. Thursday, I also hope Oklahoma City, but normally in the big cities, I get very little engagement, so I don't know, what lies ahead for me there. And then Friday, Saturday, like I said, I may head out of town, but I may not go crazy far because these folks are coming in from Oklahoma City, um, and we're gonna play it by ear from there. So that's that part of my coming journey, and I'll post that as well. Um, I hope a couple of announcements. Well, so as I said, today is Grace's birthday, which is exciting. I'm sorry I'm going to miss it terribly. I am. Wednesday is some of our PTT family is going to the Phil Vassar concert out in Arizona, so that's really cool. Um, there was something. Oh, so one of our family created these window decals, and I guess somewhere along the line, we've somehow dropped the ball with getting them online with a picture and making them available. But I'm kind of excited about that. I think that one as a fundraiser certainly is great because it's affordable, doesn't cost a lot for shipping. But two, I just have this dream of pulling up to a traffic light and seeing, yeah, I love you sign with a point to thumb underneath it, and having that, all across America. Why not? So again, it's my dream, but I'm hoping we can announce that soon as well. And hopefully today, I think Toby told me he's going to put something on the website. I just don't know what exactly. First week of the NFL is in the books. My upset prediction almost came true. They tied, um, but we'll see how that goes. So the best thing to do right now is to get into yesterday and last night, and I've already wasted too much time this morning. I didn't leave a night message last night, so when I left off yesterday afternoon, I just attended the morning service here with Pastor John at Trinity Baptist Church in Bristow, Oklahoma. And when I got out, I was a little emotional. There was just something about his sermon, his style, his humor, his way able to break down and translate, Bible verse to me, who's not well versed in that. And I was doing some videos, and he said, "Hey, we'd like to buy you lunch if you're willing. I said, sure. So he had five young men with him, two of his own and three others that he was taking hiking later that afternoon. So they went back to their home and changed, and I walked into town, and we sat down, and I got to talk to the pastor a little bit about him, and he's doing some fascinating things. He has a partner over in Kenya, and they got over to Kenya, and they are educating folks and setting up, talking to pastors out in Kenya and educating them about the Bible and their interpretations and things of that nature. And one of the things that he's excited about, and I think is very honorable and exciting, is they've partnered with an orphanage over in Kenya, so they can help and reach other youth that are struggling and disadvantaged, and folks in a sense of having parents and a family at the moment. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. But it's little things that one is just how he handled the boys and talked to the boys. His own son, little guy, we ordered lunch, and everybody basically ordered a hamburger. One young guy ordered the guy. If you see a picture, he'll be in a wheelchair, but it's not life sentence in a wheelchair. He had a problem with his hips that is taken care of, and he's got a brace on, and he'll be out shortly. But anyway, his son, not that young man, his son ordered two omelets and finished them both. This little skinny little 7-year-old, bam, 2 omelets. I couldn't believe it. But one of the things that stuck out with me, not only just was the dynamic in which the kids and Pastor John communicated, was after everybody ordered, John said, well, hey guys, how about we say grace now, so when the food comes you guys can dig right in and we're not holding you guys up. And he said, so does anybody want to say grace, or do you want me to do it? And before he could even finish saying, does anybody want to say grace, 5 hands shot up in the air, which again was such a wonderful eye-opener for me. Kind of back where I come from, including me as a kid, almost looked at that, maybe not shamefully, but being afraid of being judged and being to announce that they wanted to take part in this. But this 5 little kids shot their hands up in a heartbeat wanting to say grace. It was really neat. So that was a touching moment for me. Another thing happened during the daytime at the church. You don't hear this every day. This little boy walks in, dressed real neat. He says, "Mama, where's my Bible? Do you know where my Bible is?" I know my kids can't find their shoes and their baseball glove and their mind sometimes, but never wondering about where their Bible is, and maybe that's my fault. But anyway, so that was a little memory I had of yesterday. So after lunch, I went back, walked up to Walmart, found that they didn't have what I was looking for. Walked back through town, did a couple Sudoku puzzles outside the church, waiting for the 6 o'clock service to start. And the 6 o'clock service is just a continuation, a little bit more in depth than the morning service. But I was touched by the fact that it's the same folks, a lot of the same folks. So think about that for a minute. So these folks on their Sunday, a day, if they work during the week, Monday through Friday, not again a touching thought. They get up in the morning, they have breakfast, they get ready for church. They go to church. It's anywhere from an hour and 15 to an hour and a half, let's say. Leave church, go home, have lunch or dinner, and come back for the night service. You talk about a belief and a dedication. That's a day. A lot of people would say, look, man, I work 5 days a week. I only have 2 days to enjoy and do things and have time with the family. But this is their enjoyment. This is their life. And I thought there was a certain dedication to that was really impressive. So after service, I came on down to the rec center and got my clothes ready, started to talk to my children. Went in and walked a gentleman who I met earlier in the day and said, hey, my wife and I'd like to buy you dinner. Can we buy you dinner? I said, sure. So I went around the corner here to a Chinese restaurant, and I met Henry, who I'd met during the day, and his wife, Sharna. And they spent the better part of their dinner talking with me, learning about me, sharing their own stories and testimony, and some of it was really moving. And I'm pretty beat up physically, and Henry was telling me about how he had some issues being torn up, having served in the military and worked pretty hard. And we're talking about some of the remedies that are not your standard over-the-counter purchase at a pharmacy kind of stuff. And he shared that he had been turned on to this spray that's been a miracle worker for him, and I was sharing my deep blue ointment that I put on. So after dinner, as I'm running out of time, I want to try to wrap it up a little bit here. I don't want to minimize my dinner with them at all by any means. But he said, yeah, I'd like to stop home before I drop you off. That's okay. I got something I want to get you. Never know what that is. So, hey, you're driving, boss. I'm in your hands. So he and Shauna took me home, and he came out and he gave me a bottle of this spray that he says works wonders. So I tried it last night and this morning, and I'll keep you updated on that. But again, he didn't have to drive 8-10 miles out of his way, but he did. And again, it shows you how much people are reaching out and caring for me. And then when we got back to Rex suddenly kind of came out and gave me a hug, and amazing how emotional things can get out here. So during dinner, he'd asked me if I'm carrying a Bible, and I said I'm not. Somebody had handed me a small book of these little Bible verses or scriptures, I guess, little one, and I said I'm not. Well, I kind of was compelled to share a Bible he had with me, but he didn't just share any Bible. He gave me a Bible that's been with him for years, and I feel kind of guilty because in it has some personal information about his marriage and his marriage date, and this was pretty personal to him, and I said so. One of the things I'm having a hard time, and we came up again last night, and Henry and Shauna shared it with me, is he experienced it himself, is being able to accept things humbly. I feel like I'm being a burden and intruding on people with things, and in fact, they want to help, and it means something to them. In fact, in Henry's case, it felt he was compelled and it was his calling to do so. So he shared with me his Bible. He told me a little bit about Romans and asked me to read Romans, when I have a moment. Didn't force it down my throat or anything like that. Just said he thought I would, because I don't know anything at all about the Bible, quite honestly. So in that moment, we said goodbye, hugged, and he, we both got a little bit emotional because he felt like he was doing what he was called to do, spreading the word, and it was pretty neat to see. So anyway, running out of time here real quick. As I said, I'm heading into Stroud today. I'm going to be passing through Chandler tomorrow with the hopes of hitting Arcadia. It might be a little bit far. Not quite sure how I'm going to do these next couple of days because I lost a day. I didn't lose a day. A day from my schedule got lost, but it definitely wasn't a lost day. It was a beautiful, meant to be kind of day yesterday. And yes, I'm going to be announcing some things once I get past Oklahoma City. I might wait until Sunday. I might announce it next Monday. But it'll be kind of a new game plan for how I'm going to complete the journey. Thanks to all for your support and for loving me. It's certainly been an adventure, and it's still going. So, Grace, happy birthday, honey. Kira and Landon, please take care of your sister today and your mom. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk with you later on, okay? All right, bye-bye now.